guys, we're looking at the 12 South Homes Price Report. It's October 2023. We're looking at the activity over the last 30 days in the month of September. We saw 12 homes close. We saw 10 homes close. We saw 12 go under contract. There are currently 24 on the market. This is single family homes in 12 South here in Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to take a quick look through the ones that closed. These are homes that are actually selling. A smaller one up on Bait. These are new construction. It's kind of this cluster development. It's not a townhome. It is a single family home, but they're very close together. Cool little project. These are well done on the inside. Great details, great finishes. That one closed at 1.3. We've got one at 875 up here. That's on South Douglas. I'm curious, whenever they show the inside first. Okay, that's part of a duplex there. The square footage is 1,700 square feet. So not a true single family home, but 875 for essentially half of a house and only 1,700 square feet. That's about right for our market. Here's one on Douglas, closed at 165. That one's 3,100 square feet. Kind of curious to set up. Always, a lot of these pictures in 12 South, I always like to go backwards first just to see the backyard. That's an amazing backyard for 12 South. It's got a detached structure back there. Not sure if it's finished back there or not, but really cool spot. That's a great backyard, and for 165, that's market. That's a pretty good deal for somebody. 750, that's most likely going to be an old little home. Yep, that one on Gilmore. That one's been on the market for a while. They started $1 million and kept dropping. 760, it's essentially probably going to be a project at that price point. Someone will renovate it, tear it down, keep the front facade of the house. You can add like 50%. The historic rules are pretty tricky. Talk to an expert before you buy an older home in 12 South, just so you can know exactly what you can do with that home. One closed at 2.1. I remember that one. Awesome pool in the backyard. Good sized backyard, fenced in pool, 3,500 square feet, closed at 2.1. One over here on Dewey's. I've heard it both ways. 3,000 feet. It's at 1,225. That's a good little house there. I remember going through that one. Then at 1.3 on Sherborne. Let's take a quick look at this one. 3,200 square feet. It's that cottage. Looks like you don't get a garage on this one, but you get kind of a carport, cool front porch, great front yard, clean on the inside. Great little house. Lots of trim details on that one. Historic. Built in 2006. That's a relatively new one that looks like an old house, which is kind of cool. This one over here on Cedar, that's attached for 775. And then we had one close out on Clayton. Love Clayton. That's such a cool little spot over there. Closed at 1,125. That's a pretty big number. I am curious kind of what the inside of that looks like. I'm assuming it looks pretty clean and redone. It's not bad. I don't think it certainly wouldn't call it luxury, but that's a good clean house at 1,125. Okay, it's got a decent kitchen in it. That's something someone's going to live in. Multiple offers, so it went for 125 over list. They listed it $1 million, went for 1,125. And then we have one over on Clayton, the 1,100 block. This is a great little house. I actually love this one. It looks over the park, which are harder and harder to find. That one listed for 1.9 and closed at 1,336. They priced it super aggressively, and it closed at $250,000, almost above list price. That's the one thing we're seeing in this market. Even now, as it's slowed, if you have a good house in a good location, something like 12 South, Green Hills, Forest Hills, Oak Hill, that area, if you overprice it, it's going to sit a little bit. It's going to take you a little while to find that true price discovery. If you get aggressive on the pricing, here are two perfect examples. 1107 Clayton sold for $200 and, doing my math here, $40,000 over list. 1405 Clayton sold for 1,125, $125,000 over list. So that's what we're seeing in this market. That if you price it a little bit lower, you will find true price discovery. There are still going to be multiple buyers if you price it at a great price, and you're going to find that is going to sell at the market price. I hope this is helpful for you. If you want the full report, there's probably a link somewhere below or above this video, depending on where you're watching it, or you can just go to 12southhomesreport.com.